Alright guys, TechRainer here again with another video. We have today an unboxing video. Just got this kit here in the mail. This is a really cool thing that I have from Privateer Press. This is going to be, of course, War Machine. I'm going to slide everything open and then tear this out of the box. Pretty excited about this kit. It's one of those things that I definitely picked up just to paint, and wow, it's heavy. Got here the War Machine Mercenaries Mangler. This is a really cool kit. Let's see what it came out to. Got a coupon here, and then we have the receipt. This came out to $22. So, real cheap, real affordable, and real good stuff for your money. Got a little tear in the box here, but that's not too big of a deal. So let's go ahead and pop this open. So this is a heavy jack for the Mercenaries faction. I got it because I have a really specific paint job in mind for this. I really had some inspiration from some video games I've been playing lately, and I thought it would be a really cool idea, since Mercenaries are indeed a Mercenaries faction. They have no set color scheme. Anybody who comes across this kind of stuff could basically paint it however they want. So here's what we got. The Mangler stat card, pretty respectable in most areas. It's a pretty good vehicle for the price. I would like it to be 7 points. It is 8 points. But we'll get into that in the video on tactics. So here we have just the legs. Pretty basic. Nothing real special, not a lot of posing going on. You know, this is just the legs bit, so it's just going to stand like that no matter what. We have the engine block, which is actually rather cool looking. It's got a bunch of doodads strapped to it and stuff like that, a bunch of cargo, and that really gives me an idea of you know, how ramshackle these vehicles kind of are. They kind of use them for just about everything, including combat. We have this. This is a punching spike, basically an Assassin's Creed version of a melee weapon. Pretty sick. Really great for hitting jacks too. And we also have a wrecker, which is basically a overglorified giant flail. It's basically a wrecking ball on the end of a chain, which people swing around in a horrible fashion. Got a big piece of flash there. I think that's intentional though. Yeah, that is actually intentional. I'm just going to pull it off real quick. There we go. And there's without the flash. Real cool. I like this piece. That looks really sick. And we have two shoulder pads. These are really neat because they're both really pretty unique. So you have, this is the right one here. It's got a spike and a bunch of little mini spikes, and this is the left one here. It's kind of got this overlapping plate feel going to it. So that's pretty cool. It's got a couple of spikes in there also, but nothing too fancy. And I got the head now, and I'm trying to figure out how the head goes. I think like this. That's kind of a old style gladiatorial helmet. It's basically, the face is covered by this this sort of grill with a bunch of holes in it and these big spikes piped into it. So pretty neat head. Yeah, it's basically the chin right there. So pretty cool looking head. And then of course you have the rest of the torso, which sits like that. And that's pretty cool too, because it's got lots of rivet work. If I can get that to focus. There you go. It's got lots of rivet work, lots of vents too. Looks really cool, and this will be really nice to paint up. Like I said, I have some ideas for this, specifically for this painting. I'm going to be going after a, if you've ever seen or have any familiarization from tanks in World War II, the American M4 Sherman, or the, I guess the M4A2, one of those. The Sherman's got a real distinct look to it. It's got a real distinct like olive green and like dark gunmetal look to it. And I saw this, especially if you look at the card. It's already got that kind of feel going on. See that? And it's got tons and tons of weathering and battle damage. and I'm really looking forward to doing that kind of thing. Also, on one of these shoulder pads, I'm not sure which one. It's probably going to be whichever one is easier to alter. Probably this one. I want to do the iconic white star with a circle around it. I might even end up shaving off the middle panel and doing it right on the center panel. I can get all these rivets off, or maybe even leave the rivets there. This is probably the biggest space I have to work with, so I'm probably going to end up doing it here. But that'll look really cool, and I have a great idea on how to do most of that stuff. My freehand, of course, is going to come into play, and so we'll see how that goes. But this has been a real short video. This is the War Machine Mercenaries faction Mangler Heavy Warjack. 22 bucks on Miniature Market. If you don't already get on Miniature Market, you should. It's a great place to get all kinds of good deals, and definitely a great place to get anything you need for the hobby and basically any line of miniatures that you can think of. So stay tuned for this. I don't know if I'm going to do a Let's Paint series on this. I haven't decided yet because I still got a couple of things lined up. I got plenty of things lined up, rather. So I might just paint this up one day and you may just see it finished. So and if that happens, sorry, I guess. This is one of those things, like I said, I just saw and I really wanted to paint it right then, so I grabbed it. But thanks tons for watching, guys. Probably have this knocked out within the next week or so, so stay tuned for that. So thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.